towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back to the quickest podcast ever, brought to you by Kohl's.
Today's topic, exercise.
You know, the right gear makes all the difference.
Sure does, which is why I went to Kohl's and got an Adidas hoodie for my husband and some Under Armour gear for myself.
Is shopping your cardio?
More like my motivation. I also picked up some Nike sneakers for my son.
Oh, family workouts.
That's the goal. Select styles. Coupons do not apply. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
This is the home of the Cowboys, Rangers, and Aggie football. KCDC, San Antonio Sports Star, ESPN, AM 1250 and 94.5 FM. Joe Reinagle, Jason Minix, The Blitz.
You know, it's always hard to follow some of those great Paul Feinbaum callers. Whatever that was, legend, the name calling, the bickering. That was interesting. That was funny. I'm glad Paul let that one go.
It was funny until it wasn't funny. You know, after a while, that kind of stuff, they're just talking over each other and arguing back and forth. It's not funny anymore.
No, but again, I think Paul Feinbaum said, all right, well, instead of cutting that guy off, which is what a lot of radio hosts would do, he said, we're not name calling. It was just, you know.
We were both laughing, that's for sure.
It is the Blitz here on San Antonio Sports Star, ESPN, AM 1250, 94.5 FM. He's Joe Reinagle. I'm Jason Minix. Wednesday, we got a lot to get into today.
Man, it's a big week anyway, right? Yes. But yeah, there is a lot going on and a lot happening, you know, just around the station, around town, and all of that kind of stuff.
I don't know. We'll get into 49ers Cowboys quite a bit today and some of the things going on there. Jane Slater will join us coming up at 5:30 as she does every Wednesday. And we've got some gym talk. Now, Reinagle every day comes in and is like, here's what we were arguing about today at the gym. And before we get into any of the specifics, do you actually work out? Or is it just a bunch of old men at the gym in the morning arguing about sports?
Well, I'm the old guy, okay? Everybody else is young, and so it's one old guy and young guys arguing at the gym. But it's a good excuse to kind of take a break, you know what I mean? And so if you're in the middle of doing something and you start an argument or debate with a guy, there's a guy at the gym. His name is Ray. He's a great guy. He's a trainer.
Okay.
He'll argue with you about anything and never agree with you. It doesn't matter what you say. He's going to disagree with you. And so we had a disagreement today.
Is his name Ray or James Pledger?
It may be one and the same. I don't know.
James Pledger producing as always. But I mean, you look at, you work up your sweat arguing. I mean, it's like every day we've been working together now a week and a half doing this show. And every day, man, this is what happened today at the gym. Like, do you actually work out?
Dude, I'm telling you, it's
or
a
is
lot
it
of
Gossip Girl time.
We should really do the show from there at some point in time because I'm telling you.
Me at a gym?
You could stay outside, okay? But it's really interesting because you go in there and it's just like somebody will be walking by and my brother Randy and I are talking. And we're talking about sports or something, and somebody will walk by and they'll have an opinion on that. And then another guy will come in and have an opinion, and we go back and forth and disagree and talk. And it's a lot of fun. It makes for interesting. And now that I'm here with you, you know, it used to be I just do it and you kind of forget about it. But now it's like, we got to talk about that tonight.
Taking notes.
Exactly.
But again, I think your sentence right there says it all. Well, this morning, my brother and I, we were sitting there talking. Not one time in 10 days of doing this, as Joe said, you know, I was in the middle of my bench press and this guy came up to me. It's always, you know, I was sitting here talking with my brother. I was talking with the trainer. I was talking to this guy, that guy. It's like you're just sitting around, like you go to the gym like it's a coffee shop.
Well, I mean, you socialize. That's what you do.
I was in the middle of this squat, and this guy wanted to tell me the Alabama wide receiver got hurt. That cost him a game. I almost had a hernia. Well, that story I haven't heard.
I probably was in the middle of, you know, curling 200 pounds. You know what I'm saying?
12 ounces.
So, no, we actually do get some workout in, and you know, it's good. It keeps me young and somewhat healthy. So it's a good thing. But you know, the gossip and the talk and the debates and what it is, it's like a radio show without being on the radio.
Absolutely.
Because, we're talking, and that's kind of the point of all of this, right? We sit around as guys and girls, and if you're having a beer somewhere, you're talking sports. You're working out, you're talking sports. You're, whatever, and it's all about life too. It's not necessarily sports. So it's a good prep for this show.
It is, and again, I think going from the gym to honey buns is a great segue.
I think you're right.
It's a natural segue. You and I have been in the media business for a long time.
Yes.
Things don't last in a radio station break room. If there's food left on a table in the break room, it's fair game, right?
Sure.
If it's in the fridge with somebody's name on it in a bag, it's not 100% safe, right? But again, generally, if it's in the fridge, you don't mess with it. If it's on the table and it's just sitting there and there's a bunch of them, it's fair game to eat. Well, I get to work today about 1:45 and walk past the break room, and there's all these honey buns and bags of chili cheese Fritos,
which are delicious, by the way.
They are, but I can't tell you the last time I had a honey bun. And I love chili cheese Fritos, but generally speaking, if you buy the multi-bag of single-serving chip bags, chili cheese Fritos aren't a part of that mix.
No.
Right? And I generally get those at Sam's or at Costco's and, that sort of thing. So I love chili cheese Fritos, but I'm not buying the big bag because I'm never going to finish that. So every now and then when you get a small bag, it's good, right? And a honey bun I haven't had in forever. So I'm thinking, all right, man, this is cool. Then I start looking at all the stuff that's sitting there in the break room, and they're all expired. And then I'm thinking, well, there's in the radio types that work here, right? They don't look at expiration dates. So I even asked Pledge, who is a garbage disposal. I'm like, Pledge, man, what's up with the break room stuff? All expired.
And so Pledge wasn't even eating it?
No, they were all there. He knew they were there. They were all expired.
Wow.
So I asked one of the ladies in the office that kind of runs everything here, Pat, and I was like, how long have those been sitting out there? Because if they got there at 1:30, all right, 1:45, they're
usually gone.
She's like, oh, before noon. So now I'm kind of alarmed.
Yeah.
Because I want to eat this honey bun, but it's got an expiration date. These chips expired. Now, I know there are some that will say the expiration date is a mere suggestion.
It is a suggestion.
Milk, if it's close to the date, I'm not touching it.
Right.
But can a bag of chips really go bad? I mean, it says guaranteed fresh until December 28th of 2021.
So all they're saying is that they may be a little stale.
Well, who wants stale chips?
Well, nobody, but I'm just saying, if it's somewhat stale, it's okay.
The bags are sealed. They're good. They're chili cheese Fritos, right?
Well, I say we just try them and see what happens.
The honey buns, enjoyed by January 10th of 2022. So these things, like literally, they were good this week.
These are delicious, by the way.
Are they good? Are they good and fresh?
Good. Yes. There's no issue with the chili cheese Fritos.
So the guy that runs our vending machine, I guess, pulled them out, throw them on the table because he can't sell them after the expiration date.
No, he pulled them out, threw them on the table because he knew he was at a radio station, and radio folks, TV folks, are going to eat that stuff. It's just the way it is.
If you bought this out of the vending machine, and I'm not sure what is it, $1 or whatever, would you even look for the expiration date?
No, I wouldn't.
I mean, so the guy threw $12 on the table. Well, not that he paid $12 at Sam's, but then it was like, would you eat these? So I took a picture, I posted on Twitter, and it's amazing the responses that you get, but they're hilarious. Brad Sham, the voice of the Cowboys, is like, they eat them. They're good.
Yeah,
they're fine. But a couple of you were like, dude, I wouldn't touch those.
Now I don't know about the honey bun. That's a different story. But, the Fritos, dude, a lot of preservatives in there. But the honey bun, I'm not sure about. So I tried the Fritos. You're going to have to try the honey bun.
Well, I put the honey bun in the microwave for 15 seconds.
All right, you're going to have to try that.
But I haven't had one of these in forever. And I don't know if we should do this in the first segment or the last in case things don't work out well.
Well, yeah, Pledge may be taking over about 5:30.
There's good.
Yeah?
There's good. I haven't had honey bun in forever.
I haven't either. See, there's no issue with them.
No.
And, the guy wouldn't have left them out. That tells you all you need to know. Most likely.
What do you mean?
Well, the guy that services the vending machine probably handles this all the time. It's like, hey, dude, it may say December 28th, but that really means, it doesn't matter. They just have to put that on there.
Mark on social media says, cheese, mold, good luck. There's no cheese here. It's good.
Yeah, so we're okay. And then we had one that said, would you eat an expired Twinkie?
Do those expire?
I don't know if
I
they
thought
do.
they were good forever.
You know what that reminds me of, though, is Die Hard. Remember the movie Die Hard where they're eating the 3-year-old Twinkie?
Well, that's what's the beer that does the born on date? I mean, it's guaranteed fresh. These bags of chips are guaranteed fresh, but they don't tell me when it was packaged. Was there anywhere on here that says?
Well, and who makes that up anyway? Right? So if these are packaged a year ago and somebody just stamps a December 28th is when these expired of last year. I mean, who makes that up? Who knows? Is there some scientific formula?
I'm sure there is. The FDA, a lot of people in suits have jobs for a reason. They come up with this stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay, this is a good date. Bam. Well, come on. These are perfectly fine. They're delicious. And
well, how much of it really is just kind of a mental game?
It's a mental game.
Because if I bought something in the store today, if you're able to find something in the store, because apparently there's lots of empty shelves out there.
Apparently.
But if you roll in and you get something and it said it expired in like 7 years, would you be concerned about what's in it that's going to make it last for 7 years?
Like Twinkies.
Yeah,
Twinkies will last forever. I don't think they would outlast a roach. Okay, nothing kills a roach. Nothing spoils a Twinkie. So, yeah, Twinkies are good. No, I don't think so because, unless it's something that is fresh, like meat, perhaps, or even bread. I'll check it on bread too, but everything else,
well, if it's going to get up moldy, right?
Yeah, right.
If it's it's kind of like hot sauce in your fridge. Say you're getting some chips and salsa, you put the rest of the jar in the fridge. How long is it going to last in there? You open it up. If it's kind of moldy, you throw it away. If it smells all right, you just roll through and go.
Well, it depends.
Because according to Drake, hot sauce kills all kinds of things.
Do you wipe the lid though every time? Like paste, right? I love paste picante sauce. So when you pour that out though, and some stays on the lid, and then when you reopen it, it's all black
crusty,
and brown right there. You see, that's gross. So I've learned now to wipe that off.
So it's clean when it goes in. It'll be clean. But how long are you going to leave it in there? Like for me, if I can remember the last time I opened it, I'm good. If I don't remember, I'm throwing it away and getting a new one.
Well, honestly, I can't remember the last time that I allowed a paste picante sauce to go bad because it goes pretty quick.
True.
So, I don't know, but these chips are delicious. I think it's a suggestion. And I quite frankly, I don't trust the people that put that stamp on there because I don't think they know what they're talking about. How about that?
They know what they're talking about.
They don't know what they're talking about.
They get paid a lot of money to do that.
Well, they work for the government, so that ought to tell you everything you need to know.
This is true. Rob Spencer says, did Minix ever have an expired MRE during his time in the military? The answer to that, my friend, is no. I was in the Navy. So one of the great things about the Navy is there's a galley. There's food every day. Now, if they served up expired food, I don't know. But, unlike, Army guys or Marines or Air Force guys that might be in a tent somewhere living on MREs, that was never me. In the Navy, there was always a shower. It wasn't always hot. There was always meals and always, porcelain. So, you were taking care and a beach in your business. So I didn't have to deal with MREs.
Were you a PR guy in the Navy? What did you do in the Navy?
I was a public affairs officer for the USS Seattle.
Which is basically a PR guy.
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. No, I had a great job. My job in the Navy is, and for all you Navy types out there's what's called Sight TV. So basically, when your ship is underway, you've got 4 channels, right? And Armed Forces Network would send us 8-hour blocks of programming for the 4 different channels, different TV shows, old games or whatever. So every 8 hours, I used to have to change tape and start the next 8 hours. So Sight TV was working. And the same with the radio station. There was 4 music channels, and every 8 hours, you would have to change the tape. And then underway, we would do nightly news on Sight TV at 10 o'clock. And then I would fly around in a helicopter when we were doing underway replenishments taking photos and video in case there was an accident, and also anti-espionage kind of thing.
So let me get this straight, Minix. You were basically the ship's remote control.
Yeah,
that's what you did.
That's and me and the captain's cook would play video games the rest of the time.
Jason Minix.
It was good duty.
The best Navy remote control in the business.
Yeah, but you kind of knew what the movies were coming. You would take requests, and really the best part of the job though was I was on the MWR committee, Morale, Welfare, and Recreation. So a day or two before the ship would pull into whatever port we were going to, me and 3 others, we would fly in to that city on a helicopter. We'd fly in. You meet with local police and authorities about where guys shouldn't go, where they can't go, and then also restaurants, tours, and kind of, hey, man, we got 600 guys coming in. Do we recommend this place? That was the best part of it.
So you got to try them out first.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay, cool.
And yeah. That was good stuff back in the day.